The S&P 500 is faltering, the indexes are falling, the UK 500 is having a hard time, and the Canadian dollar's gone loony. Brent crude oil is going up. It's the middle of the week trades for your trading success. It's Trade of the Day with Rob. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, fellow traders. Let's talk about today's trades. Let's see what's going on in the markets. Everyone's waiting for the news. It's that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday thing where everybody's sitting with on tenterhooks, just waiting for something to happen. There's a Fed meeting coming up. Whatever the situation, it's always something. And the risk. And here we go. Don't forget, trading's risky. If you don't like trading, if you don't like risk, if you don't like losing money, then guess what? You're in the wrong place. You shouldn't be trading. But if you do like trading and you're addicted to trading and you love trading, you're in the right place and we should be looking at the trades. Let's go and have a look at what's happening. Now, the most interesting one for me is the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is on the up in a bullish run. And if you look at this, you'd think, wow, this is just going to keep going up. But I did something really interesting to the S&P 500, and that is this. I put the RSI on. Now, you guys know I don't normally use indicators, but I've kind of had this thing on my mind the last week, and I made a video about it. And, everyone does sometimes use the RSI, but it comes into play when you've got a situation like this where you're looking at it and thinking, could this keep on going up? And what I discovered on the RSI is it was way overbought, which is a big signal for many institutional traders. And look at that. If I put the trend onto the RSI, it's broken to the downside. It's calling a short trade. It's broken through structure and it's moving back into its area and moving down. So this tells me that the US 500, at least temporarily, at least for a short period of time, is going to be short. So I'm calling US 500 today as the trade of the day. I'm actually calling it as the trade of the day. A call of 6,600 in with a stop loss at around 6,700, 6,720 just to cover yourself, maybe 6,780 if you want to be safe, with a take profit of around 6360 to 6,300 to 6,208 if it goes all the way. But I would say look at this bottom level here at 6,360 just to keep yourself comfortable on the profit target. Follow it down. You might even not get that lucky. It might even only come down to 65, 65, 30, who knows? But this RSI is definitely pointing to the downside. It's definitely pushing down. It should push down at least all the way down to this trend support. So I'd expect it'll get down to this trend support here. And on that trend support, maybe give you a bounce back up. So just be careful of that. If you do short it, that might be your distance, that might be your gap. You might not have it all the way down to here. But if it breaks through that and something goes desperately wrong in the markets, then you could have a really good short trade. Look, you are trading against the waves, but by the same token, it does look rather interesting. Then we've got the UK 100, which we shorted. It is going down. I've moved the take profit, the stop loss into take profit. So we can't lose anything. We can only make $100 as we stand at the moment. I'm leaving it in as it stands with a view to it maybe carries on falling down with a target of around 395. So the 250 stop loss was up here. I've moved it away and I've moved it into profit. So now we can only take profit on the UK 100. The other trade that's in a good place is the Canadian dollar, the one I said that's gone loony. Well, it has moved all the way down to these levels here, which is really nice levels. We could trade out if we wanted to now, but what I've done, I've moved the stop loss up into $171 in profit. So we are no longer 250 down on this as well. This is a free trade. This is a trade that will make you $171.03 no matter what happens today. And the stop loss is in that position. If it carries on going forward to the $300 that we targeted, we'll move the stop loss further down and we'll follow it behind it with a view to making that profit. So that's another trade that's basically one no matter what. If you're looking at the Euro Great British Pound, the Euro Great British Pound is a lovely long trade at the moment and heading to the upside, but you might have missed it. It has gone a long way already, but that's a lamp pole formation. Lamp pole formations are dangerous. Remember, I always tell you about lamp pole formations. They do tend to fall over. Then we've got the Brent crude oil, which is now moving in our favor. It has now moved to the upside. It's broken past the prior highs, and it looks like it wants to break to the upside. I'm hoping that it'll go past the 70 and head all the way up to the 80, but we stay in that trade and we hold on forever. And then our losing trade, the United States dollar, South African rand, This one just doesn't want to play ball with me. It keeps going the wrong way. But it's okay. It's in the red, and I am married to this trade. I do fundamentally believe that the rand should be weaker, but unfortunately, while the dollar's weakening, it's not going to help much. So at the moment, it's going against us. It is a short trade, but I am long on this trade as we stand at the moment. It's a losing trade, and we're $153 down on that trade with a stop loss of the normal $250, 253 in this case. Gold is flat. Gold is going along in a straight line, not really going anywhere. So I would be very cautious on which way to trade this trade at the moment. It has broken to the upside on the resistance. It's coming back to retest. Will it go up from the retest, or will it break to the downside? Keep an eye on it. It is very overbought and it is very expensive. So, well, that's the supermarket mentality in the stock market. We shouldn't be saying that, but by the same token, it is overbought, and we have to take recognizance of that, just like we have done in the US 500. Bitcoin is moving to the upside. Bitcoin is going up. It is bullish, and it is on its way up as well. But I expect it'll reach that 120, and then it'll start faltering because it will be overbought. But just as I said here, I don't like to use the supermarket mentality, but it is clearly obvious that every time the RSI pops above this level, above the 70 level, and it goes out, you're going to get some kind of relaxation and some kind of short, or at least a flat run. Just remember, just because it's overbought doesn't mean it goes down. It could stay at that level for an extended period of time, which will leave you with a situation like this on the left here. But what I'm expecting here is, if the news doesn't work out as planned, all of this money is baked into the market. All of this bullishness is baked into the market with expectation. And if the expectations are not met, you could end up with quite a serious drop here. And then this RSI is just telling me that is possibly the case. I also look at what the human beings are doing around this level, and what they're doing around this level is probably either letting it go flat or selling out. So what I'm looking at is a short trade here with a view to it going down at least to the support, and or perhaps even further. I know it's a 50-50 trade, so watch your stop loss closely. Don't let it run against you. If it goes against you and it takes out your stop loss, let it take your stop loss. Don't get excited. So guys, that's trade of the day today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helps you, and I hope it works out for you. Don't forget to join us for the live shows tomorrow at 1400 GMT +2, where we'll have a lovely chat together again, and I'll go over a few things for all those traders that are looking for some answers. Let's see how the day goes. Let's see how things happen. Keep your feet on the ground, reach for the sky, make lots of money, and have a fantastic day. Cheers, ciao, and bye.